guys, my name is Caroline Ruby and welcome back to my channel. If you are watching this when I upload it, Happy New Year. It's 2023 guys, it is time for big things. The past few years we've been stuck in a bunch of turmoil and uncertainty. Starting in 2020 when COVID hit, we went through isolation, then finally getting back out, then going back into lockdown, being in and out of school and work, not knowing when we'll be able to visit our family next or travel to a new place. These past few years have definitely been crazy, which is why I'm so excited for this new year. I know it's going to open up so many opportunities for you and me, and one of the best ways to achieve new goals is setting a New Year's resolution. Me and almost everyone I know has set a New Year's resolution every single year. Goals like, I'm gonna go to the gym every day, I'm gonna eat healthier, I'm gonna spend more time with my family, I'm gonna keep my room clean, and everything else in between. Having a New Year's resolution is a great way to set your intention and recognize that there's always something that you can improve within yourself. The thing is though, these resolutions are really hard to maintain. Sometimes you lose motivation, sometimes you just don't have enough time. But you read the title, and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you exactly how to stick to your New Year's resolutions. I'm super passionate about the topic of self-improvement, creating new habits, and focusing on growth, and so I put quite a bit of research into this video. I'm gonna have all my resources linked in the description down below if you want to check them out. But basically all the reading I did I've compiled into 3 main categories, and sticking to these main 3 is scientifically proven to help you stick to your New Year's resolutions and goals. Before we get into those habits though, we need to determine the difference between a habit and a routine. According to the Harvard Business Review, habits are already ingrained into our daily lives. They're activities in our day-to-day lives that have either become ritualistic or require little to no effort. This could be something like drinking coffee in the morning. On the other hand, routines are uncomfortable and require concentrated effort to maintain. This could be something like going to the gym 4 times a week. The goal of setting a New Year's resolution is to turn a routine into a habit. Make something difficult and unappealing into something that you want to do every day because it improves your life. Now that we have habits defined and we know what our goal is, let's get into the first step in building a new habit. The first step, in my opinion, is the most important step, and that is set your intentions. Reflect on the goal you're trying to achieve and determine why this is your goal. What will this add to your life? If it's going to the gym, it could be to improve your strength or cardiovascular health. If it's keeping your room clean, maybe it'll help you stay organized and do better in your classes. Determining the why is super important, and it's going to help later on when you need to maintain that motivation. The next thing you need to reflect on are past failures. If you've set this as a goal in the past, why have you failed to maintain it? When you reflect on your past failures, you better understand your roadblocks. And then when you're setting your intentions, you can plan around those roadblocks. For example, if you wanted to join a cycling class but complain you don't have enough time, when you're setting your goal this year, make the time. Schedule to go to the class every Thursday morning instead of just trying to go whenever you have the chance. If you struggle with a lack of motivation, ask a friend to join you. Research shows that your odds of maintaining a new habit increase when you make your intentions known to someone whose opinion you value. In this example, maybe ask a friend if they want to come to the classes with you, or tell your mom that you're going to be going to the classes every Thursday, so then when it comes time to do it, they can help hold you accountable. And if you don't have anyone that you feel comfortable telling your goals to, something that always helps me is writing it down. Writing things down is a great way to hold yourself accountable. I do it with journaling, but you can easily do this for a New Year's resolution. Alright, on to my next tip for setting these new habits. Start small. Focus on one goal at a time. There have definitely been times in the past where I've set many goals. Read every night before bed, go to the gym every morning, eat healthy, limit your screen time. Having many goals is great, but when you stretch yourself out too thin, you're a lot less likely to stick to these goals. So find one resolution that you really want to focus on, and once you build that into a habit, you can add on other things. You shouldn't rush resolutions or creating new habits. You've got all the time in the world, so start with one thing at a time and then add on to it over an extended period. Additionally, if your habit seems pretty big or you're struggling to get into it initially, setting micro habits is a proven way to help you build up into that new habit. It's like using stepping stones to help you achieve your final goal. For example, if your goal is to not stay up as late and get more sleep every night, try using the micro habit of reading a book before bed instead of scrolling on your phone. Phones emit blue light, which can keep you up later, but by reading a book instead, you're more likely to fall asleep earlier and sleep longer. Another thing that can help you reach these long-term goals is making your habit more enjoyable. This is called temptation bundling, and it was an idea coined by Katie Milkman in a 2014 study. The study showed that by packaging an instant gratification behavior like listening to music with your long-term habit or goal, maybe running, can help make that more difficult habit more enjoyable. This could be listening to music while you run, watching Netflix while you clean, or other things along those lines. That was my second tip. Now on to number 3, the final tip for creating these new habits. And this one you're probably sick of hearing, but it's to be patient. There's no such thing as 21 days to form a new habit, or a month, or any of those periods that people have said in the past. Creating new habits is entirely specific to the individual person, what their lifestyle is like, what their personality is like. All sorts of factors contribute into creating new habits. For example, it's a lot easier to create a habit of having chocolate for breakfast every day. That you could probably stick to within 2 days. Whereas something more difficult, like going to the gym every day at 5 in the morning, it's gonna take a lot more time and a lot more discipline to stick to. Along with this, note that success is not linear. You're not gonna have a straight path to reach your goal. You're gonna have some good days, some bad days, ups and downs. What matters most is holding yourself accountable and picking yourself back up again if you fail. It can really help to look back on the intentions you set and reflect on your final goal or purpose for creating this new habit. Like I said in the beginning of the video, that why is super important. It's also really important to foster flexibility when creating new habits. What this means is deliberately inserting some variability into your routine. For example, if your goal is to go on a run every day at 8 in the morning, once or twice a week, try going on your run at 5 p.m. Now, this sounds weird because it's construing away from your initial goal, but in reality, you're fostering flexibility so that if something gets in the way of your 8 a.m. run, you don't just give up and call it quits and don't go that day because it got in the way. You make time later in the day and you still get the job done. My final tip for this video is to trust yourself, listen to your body and mind. Later in this year, if you're finding it really hard to stick to your goal, come back, watch this video, do some self-reflection, and get back to it. Setting intentions and listening to my body is the only reason I've been able to maintain some of my habits for years, and I know if you put your mind to it, you can achieve anything. With all of that said, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. It lets YouTube know that this is a good video and it'll push it out to more people. Send this to all your friends and family to help motivate them for the new year. Comment down below what your 2023 goal is. I read and reply to every single one of my comments. And if you aren't already, go ahead and click that big subscribe button down below. Join our little family and we can go into this new year together. I really hope you found this video helpful. Again, all my sources are going to be linked in the description. My other social media platforms are always linked in the description as well if you want to go follow those. I love you guys so much. I'm wishing you so much safety, security, and happiness in this new year, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!